You know, for as long as humans have looked up, the moon's been there, right? It's our constant companion in the night sky. We all know that familiar face, those dark plains and bright highlands that people have been seeing for, well, thousands and thousands of years.
And we tend to think of it as, ancient, silent, totally unchanging. It's like this timeless monument just hanging up there in space. Sure, it's got scars from a really violent past, but now it's perfectly still, the ultimate symbol of permanence. But what if that whole idea is just wrong?
Well, it turns out the moon isn't some static museum piece at all. Nope, it's actually an active, evolving world, and it's getting new scars right now. So today, we're going to dive in and look at the evidence that completely proves it. All right, Section 1. Our story here begins like any good detective story, right? We've got to look at the old evidence first. To really get a handle on the new changes happening on the moon, we first have to understand how it records its own history. And wow! This contrast really tells the whole story. So on the left, you've got Lunar Crater, right here on Earth. See how its features are all softened and worn down? That's from millions of years of wind and rain. But then look at the right. That's Lichtenberg B, a crater on the moon. Just look how sharp and pristine it is in comparison. It almost looks like it was formed yesterday. So, here's the crucial point. The moon doesn't have an atmosphere. There's no wind, no rain, nothing. That makes it the perfect cosmic museum. See, unlike Earth, which is constantly wiping its own slate clean, the moon preserves this almost perfect record of every single impact it has ever taken. In this image, it's the perfect illustration of what scientists call a fresh crater. Now, even though Lichtenberg B is ancient by our standards, its features are just incredibly well preserved. You can see that bright halo of material that's called ejecta that got blasted out when it hit. You can see the exposed rock on its walls, and even these intricate patterns on its floor. It's all just frozen in time. And these are the exact clues geologists use. So that bright ejecta, it tells them how recently that material was exposed. The rock outcrops, they reveal the geology deep beneath the surface. And those polygons on the floor, they can actually tell a story about how the melted rock from the impact cooled down and fractured. It's amazing stuff. So we know the moon has these fresh scars from its distant past, right? But what about now? What about its present? Could an impact actually happen in our lifetime, one that we could find? The answer is pretty startling. Yes, a definitive yes. In fact, it's not just possible, it has already happened. Scientists have actually found a brand new crater that just wasn't there a few years ago. And finding it was this absolute masterpiece of cosmic detective work. Seriously, a team using NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, we call it the LRO, had to meticulously compare images of the exact same patch of ground, but taken years apart. They basically scoured these before and after photos, looking for any tiny change that happened between 2009 and 2012. And then, finally, they spotted it. There it was, a new crater, 22 meters wide. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the size of a large house. But, it wasn't even the size that made it stand out. It was how bright it was. The impact just blasted this fresh, bright material all across the darker lunar surface, leaving this absolutely spectacular new scar. But here's the thing. That brightness won't last forever. There's this process called space weathering that's always at work. It's this endless bombardment of solar wind and tiny micrometeorites, and it slowly darkens any material that's exposed on the surface. So over thousands of years, those bright rays from this new crater, they're going to fade, just like the rays of all the other older craters have before it. Finding a crater after the fact is pretty incredible, right? But what if? What if we could catch an impact in the act? Well, as it turns out, we can. We just have to look for the flash. That's right. Using telescopes right here on Earth, scientists are now monitoring the dark part of the moon, just waiting for that telltale flash of light that signals a brand new impact. And guess what? They're seeing them. And the sheer energy involved in these things, it's staggering. We're talking a peak temperature from the flash that can reach up to 5,800 Kelvin. To give you an idea, that is hotter than the melting point of lunar rock itself. It's just an unbelievably violent and energetic event. But here is what's going to blow your mind. The cause of this immense flash, it can be an object no bigger than a piece of gravel, something weighing just a few hundred grams.
This tiny little projectile, moving at incredible speed, releases enough energy when it hits to create a flash of light you can see from hundreds of thousands of kilometers away. Just wow. So studying these flashes gives us a ton of information. We learn about the size and mass of all the little objects that are zipping around our part of the solar system. We can measure the actual temperatures of the impacts. And, this is crucial, we can build a much better map of these near-Earth objects and really understand the rate at which they're hitting the moon.
Okay, so let's bring all these clues together, shall we? We've got ancient but incredibly well-preserved craters. We have brand new craters that we found with orbiters. And we have flashes of light from impacts that are happening in real time. The verdict? It's pretty clear. And look, these are not just isolated incidents. Not at all. One recent study actually identified 37 freshly preserved craters just on the side of the moon that faces us. This is an ongoing process, and it's happening all over the lunar surface.
So why does any of this matter? Well, for starters, understanding how often these impacts happen is absolutely crucial for figuring out the risk to spacecraft and, even more importantly, to future astronauts. It also helps us refine the very methods we use to figure out the age of different parts of the moon's surface. But maybe most of all, it's just this powerful reminder that our solar system is not some quiet, settled place. It's still active, and yeah, sometimes it's pretty violent.
The big takeaway here is this. The moon is not the static, dead world we all thought it was. It's a dynamic body. It's an active witness that's recording the history of our solar system as it happens, right now, in the present day.
You know, every single new flash we see and every new scar that forms adds another sentence to that history. The moon is truly a living record, and it's constantly being rewritten by the cosmos. And that leaves us with one really thrilling question. What story is it going to tell next?